What is up, y'all? We back with another video, man. So now this video is gonna be specifically for getting out your body. How to get out your body, why people get out their body, significance of it, the downsides and the benefits, techniques to get out your body, um, and the overall, just the overall thing of the nature of getting out your body, on what it is, how it is, why it is, how it's made, why it happens, and all that stuff. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, turn on the post notifications. And yeah, let's see how we can be more intentional with our body experiences. So, thing is, an outer body experience is technically any dream you have from my research, intuitions, and experience, right? Because I want to say that's true. Because if you're not inside your own mind, not creating your own realities, right? And even then, that's very easy to do. You can easily not create your own realities just by not being into with your ego, right? And mainly people who naturally get out their body have already gotten out in their body in the sense where like they're not just unconscious of it, but they probably are gotten out their body in a way where it's like I feel super physical even in the dream and stuff. But thing is, right, you gotta understand this. When you have dreams that feel physical, that's because you're literally more into the energetic code of which the physical reality is condensed from or made from. Because it's like when you go into the astral plane, you're going into the plane of light. So not only am I going to the plane of where these LEDs actually reside in, but I can actually switch different timelines and see different views of them, and not just different views of these, but also different light versions of my whole house and everything like that, right? Or the energy field. I could basically feel all the energy around me, but if I was to get out my body, I could see way more possible energies, way more upcoming energies, and I could actually like be able to visualize the energies. Because in the physical, you can do that, but that's going to take a lot of psychic practice. But in the etheric or astral plane, you can easily see energies just like that, right? But yeah, so out of body experiences, we always have them ever since we had our first dream on physical reality, right? Because us dreaming is not necessarily even dreaming, it's us going back into our vibrational state, basically who we were before this earth conditioning, right? And this is why I say keep a good mentality, because if you having dreams where it's more limited than physical reality, like situations that's happening to you that you don't even want to happen and stuff like that, bro, you're kind of cooking yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because the only reason why it's happening is mainly from overthinking and stuff. I know that from experience. So, yeah, you got to just quit all that overthinking if you're trying to get out your body, bro. Because that's not going to help you. That's just going to manifest BS into your reality for real. Um, what else? Got to be detached from your ego real well. Like, you can still, see and hear your thoughts. Just don't give into them. Don't react to them. You see what I'm saying? And if you do react to them, react to it with stillness. Don't react to it with, something dramatic that's gonna fill the ego up. What else? Meditation also helps getting out your body. Um, Fasting also helps before getting out your body. I don't recommend this part, but other people that are like in the spiritual community, you can either take like shrooms or salvia or za to, boost your consciousness, which if you do, I don't recommend taking a lot of hits of that because, I haven't had, salvia and mushrooms, but I know if I probably did, then, I'd have to take a small dose. That's for sure. And you got to be, you don't have to be, but let's just now, because I wouldn't say you need to do this and that and the other to get out your body. Because you can just be the most evil person or the best person in the world, and y'all can both get out your body in the same exact way, end up in the same exact place, same exact time, whatever, right? But how getting out your body actually works, right? Like, what is the body beyond the physical body? Well, when you get out your body, you are literally using the body that is used to control the physical vessel. You see what I'm saying? So when you get out your body, you're using not only your light body, but even most of the time, when it comes to out of body experiences, instead of astral traveling or astral projecting, you're bringing etheric essence with you, right? And basically, etheric essence is just condensed astral matter. You see what I'm saying? And atoms or atomic matter is just basically condensed etheric matter. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, but what else? What else? Basically, this is why you can literally get out your body and it feels realer than real life because you're accessing the code of real life itself. So, well, that's different because if you are all the way into the etheric plane with all your etheric essence, it can feel more realer than real life and it can even feel more limiting. But if you drop that etheric essence to just keep all your light, that's when dreams become less realistic because the energy kind of like gives it the structure. It's not just energy where it's kind of like water, right? That's with light because light flows. Energy also flows, but it also has to have like willpower too. So, like, even though in the etheric plane, right, I could probably walk past, I could probably walk through that fridge right here, right? But at the same time, not only would I need willpower, but I'm also gonna have to drop some etheric essence. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, because it's like energy, it can either pass through, depending on how much energy it is, or it can either just stay stuck if it's like matching the same type of density. You see what I'm saying? It don't even gotta match the same level of vibration because this fridge could be higher 5D, or I could be a higher 5D being, and this could be a 3D fridge, and I could still walk through it. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, that is that. And what else? When you get out your, if you want to actually get out your body, you can't just do it in a way where it's like you're you feel like you're forced to do it, like, oh my gosh, I need to get out my body and this, that, and the other, because that's thinking from an egotistical point, like how most Christians low key be thinking. They be thinking they need to be Christians because, oh my god, if I don't be a Christian, I'm gonna go to hell, blah blah blah. If you try doing it like that, bro, it's actually gonna fail for you. Like if you try working out because you see all these other people working out and you're mad and jealous and blah blah blah, it can work after a certain amount of time, but you're gonna have to keep pulling that anger and jealousy, and that's just not worth it. You might as well just be happy while doing it. And when you're happy while doing it, it actually succeeds more. You see what I'm saying? And I'm gonna talk about that reason as to why, and actually how to be happy and stuff. So yeah, that's gonna be in one of my next videos. But yeah, basically getting out your body, it can happen also intentionally, right? You can actually just be in a state where it's like, oh, I really want to get on my body right here, right now. And you actually just get out that body within that moment, bro. I mean, I've literally had experiences like that. But if you're trying to do it all because someone else did it and you're not looking from your own point of view, your actual point of view of how you actually want to do it instead of how somebody else is doing it and blah, blah, blah. You see what I'm saying? Like, because in school, right? You may not like math because of how they teach you when it comes to the math, right? But if they teach you in a way where you actually feel inspired by the math, you actually feel like you like the math, you know what I'm saying? Like you feel like you actually want to solve 2 plus 2, 4 plus 4, 8 plus 8, 8 times 8, you see what I'm saying? Then you actually gonna succeed, you see what I'm saying? So you can't do it from an egotistical standpoint because you're just gonna be trying to astral project every night for the past month and it still hasn't worked, right? And you can still be within your mind while astral projecting. Don't worry about when it comes to overthinking and stuff, trying to astral project. Cause I wouldn't say always, like 90% of the time, especially when having my best out of body experiences, I would literally overthink before. I would literally have thoughts that would try getting into my way and stuff, but I would just push through it. You see what I'm saying? So it really doesn't matter on what you have going on in your life. If you got people trying to distract you, if you got thoughts trying to distract you, like, unless you know how to protect your own energy by not giving into them people and their thoughts and even your own negative thoughts, you good, bro. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, and just know, even though it can happen intentionally, right? You can get out your body with full willpower, like how I did this one time. I had did it with divine willpower. That's why it was so easy to do. But thing is, right? It mostly happens naturally if you're in a state where it's like you can't feel that willpower, bro. Right? Like you're gonna have to just naturally let it happen. Or unless if you're just like somebody who's like super duper trained because you could still have these thoughts and like I'm somebody who's actually very trained for the astral even before I even knew what the astral really was in my physical body. So because of that, I can literally have times where I can just feel like I can just get out of my body. I'm starting to feel that a lot way more this year. But then at the same time, I don't really like to use that willpower because I know I can just let it happen and not use any energy to, force it. And it's like my cat playing around, but it's like, bro, I can get out my body, right? But then it's like sometimes I be trying to just meditate and just focus on my, what I'm saying, my energy centers, stabilizing my nervous system. Like I was literally trying to stabilize myself just this morning from meditating, and I had literally gotten out of my body, and it's like I kind of knew that I was shifting into an out of body state, but I didn't fully realize that I was actually out of my body. I guess I thought I was still kind of in my body in a way. So it's like I got up and then it's like my computer was on, bro. But then I was kind of like meditating, like, like real hard, right? Like I only took like 10 to 20 deep breaths before I had laid back down. And that's when I had shifted into the etheric plane. It was so fast. But then I was taking them like in this certain rhythm that actually feels really amazing when you do. Like, or something like I would breathe in very hard, but I would breathe in a little bit less of what I was breathing in until my lungs would kind of be like full, and then I just breathe it all out, and that feels super amazing. I don't know why, but I had did that for like a long period, not really a long period of time. I had did that just for like 10 seconds. And I felt like I had meditated for like a whole 30 minutes. Like, when you start meditating for a long time, your body starts tingling and all that. It literally had felt like that of 20 to 30 deep breaths, and I get out my body. I see my computer is on in the etheric plane, but I'm like, as I'm meditating, I'm trying to stabilize my field and actually see what's going on in real time. So it's like my computer turns off, which I thought I had turned off, but it was actually just me seeing what my computer was actually doing in physical reality, aka turned off. In my mind, it was on, but you see what I'm saying? So, yeah. It happens more naturally, especially when you're focusing on like meditating or being in like certain states of imagination, like trying to get ideas for a new game. Cause I know, when creating my game a lot in 2023 through 2024, and even 2022 on Roblox, even though it's Roblox, bro, I was still raising my vibration like crazy. And even though it was Roblox in physical reality, and the non-physical reality stuff is way more than what you see it as this physical reality. Like in physical reality, if most people was to get out their body, they would not see physical reality like how they used to. Like, you know what I'm saying? People that don't get out their body intentionally, I see they have, like, I wouldn't say everybody, right? But most people that don't get out their body intentionally and don't really, do energy work and all that, they literally overthink on life so much, but then also act like they know about life so much. But if you know about life so much and you have all this experience, why are you still stressing out? You see what I'm saying? But it's not me trying to diss you, but it's like, why are you still stressing out? You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, though. But it's like, shit, I almost forgot what I was talking about. Hold on. Let me try to remember. But it's like if shoot, hold on. Okay, so let me just restart. If you're trying to, like, if you're somebody that doesn't get out of your body a lot, I notice that them type of people just don't know a lot about what reality actually is because they're rather tapping into the information inside their mind instead of the information that's literally in their field. You see what I'm saying? That's interacting with their field instead of their mind. So these people are just going off their mind instead of what's actually interacting with them inside of the universe. And this is why a lot of people are into their egos and stuff because they're not just in tune with their mind, they're in tune with their identity, which your mind will do that. You can use your mind to help you be in tune with certain frequencies and focus on certain stuff, but that's if you like really, really need to. You see what I'm saying? Or really, really want to. It really depends. But yeah, bro. You're gonna be most likely already astral projecting and getting out your body into, big cities with other beings and stuff. Like literally I was creating a lot in 2023 and 2024, and I was meeting like now that I remember, I was meeting aliens and stuff within the eighth dimension, which is literally the eternal dimension. Which this is the dimension where it's like you can consider them aliens and stuff, but they're not going to go off that alien name. Just like how you can consider people within this plane like divine people or gods and stuff, even though they are that, they are rather experiencing it instead of just saying like, oh yeah, I'm an alien and blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Like they actually live in that life. You see what I'm saying? Like they actually live in that life where they healing people. Like I was actually one of the people that the 8D beings heal. Like only reason why I'm saying 8D specifically is because now that I remember, it feels very 8D like. But I had a lot of etheric essence when in there, so it's like it felt weird. I like okay, so I'm gonna just say the experience just because I talked a lot about it now. So basically, it was around the time when I was stressing a lot about my game and also other stuff in real life. So I kind of get led into this area by these alien like beings. They felt very magenta like, black and magenta like, right? But they also kind of like felt familiar. It was like a lot of them. Like at first it was just a few of them, but then when we pulled up to a spot, it was a whole bunch of them, right? So they sit me down. And it's almost like I'm paralyzed now. Like I tried moving and stuff as they was trying to give me a certain energy, but then it was kind of them telling me like stop resisting and stuff, and my mom was telling me stop resisting. So then eventually I just stopped, and then I fell more into my physical body. And as I'm doing it, it's like I'm kind of seeing what the reality actually looks like inside of the dream, but then it's like I'm kind of forgetting also because I'm falling back into my body because of how strong the energy literally was. And it felt like like it felt like a good few minutes in physical reality, but in the non-physical reality, it felt like a few seconds. It felt like a mixture of that. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah. And that's why, because light and energy moves faster than just atoms. You see what I'm saying? So that's why you can literally meditate and get into states, and you can literally just gain downloads where it would have literally took you a year. But now because you have meditated and actually tapped in with the light spectrum and energy spectrum, now it's quicker because you see what I'm saying? That just moves faster than atoms itself. So yeah. And the best ways to get out your body is really just doing it naturally, bro. Like if you're somebody who's naturally creative, you're gonna be able to do that because you're always coming up with some type of ideas. Especially if you're somebody who like built cities and stuff inside of games. Cause I'm somebody who was building cities and cars inside of my own game, and I was still reaching high vibrations. So yeah, I was raising my aura field and my vibration like crazy and meeting other beings like crazy. And like if I would have kept going from there and actually protecting my energy from certain people, then it's like I would have actually got into probably a better state, especially if I, got more into spirituality at that time instead of just, wanting to and didn't doing it. But and didn't do that. But yeah. Is that it? Is that it? Is that all I'm gonna talk about? Um Yeah, bro. I mean, it's really easy to get out your body. It's really a natural process, but you can do it, with willpower. You just gotta have the natural willpower to do so. You can't have fake willpower. You can't say, oh yeah, I got so much will to do this, but you don't even feel your solar energy expanding and actually making it feel like you have so much confidence to be able to do this that no matter what, nothing can stop you. Because I was literally in that state where I wanted, like, using my divine willpower to, and thoughts still tried manifesting into my head because they knew they could, but I also knew that I didn't have to let them manifest. So that is that. So, yeah. But, is that it? I mean, like, honestly, that's a lot of stuff. Yeah, bro, it's really a natural process. We always get out of our bodies though, so you don't even gotta worry about it. Um, and if you're somebody who has some type of disorder where you can't have dreams and stuff, just know that's low key a lie, bro. Like, I'm sorry to say it, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you want to believe the systems and the doctors and stuff, you can, bro. But that's almost like saying you can't become one with God, or you can't connect with God, or you can't know. Well, I wouldn't say no, because knowing God is literally like trying to know source, and you'll just have to literally experience it to know that. But yeah, it's almost like saying there is no God. Like, because it's like like when people say that when people say that they can't do something to me, like you can't imagine this, or you can't do this, or you can't do that, I always know that you simply can somehow, some way. Even if they think that if you try doing this or that or the other, it's either going to lead you to this result or that result. But within this reality, when you actually tap into the present moment, you can actually create 20 different timelines inside of one timeline. You see what I'm saying? And this is why it's hard for people to actually stay within the present moment, because when you are in the present moment, you're literally not only creating times, but also destroying it simultaneously. Because it's like, thoughts and stuff might pass by your head, but then you're not letting it actually affect you. So even though they're created, once they pass by you, they're destroyed technically once they're done passing by you and you're not reacting to it and all that. So yeah, it's really easy to get out your body, bro. Um, I mean, I've literally gotten out my body a lot of times. Just like I literally got out my body more times this year than last year, and that's just from focusing on it. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah. Make sure you guys like subscribe, turn on the post notifications, and yeah, man. Make sure y'all stay meditated so so you keep your field stabilized, especially when trying to get out your body. So, yeah.